Hey guys, Kevin here again today, and today we're going to talk about intermittent fasting, and I'm going to go over 5 tips, so make sure you guys stay till the end because these tips are going to help improve your lifestyle, it's going to improve your body physiologically, it's going to help you just get more things done. Okay guys, so intermittent fasting. Now let's first talk about what is intermittent fasting. Now fasting is just basically a period of time when you're actually not consuming some type of something, right? There's water fast, there's food fast, there's fasting from your phone, right? It's just basically taking a time away from something. Now, intermittent fasting, I'm going to focus on 16/8 today, is where you fast for 16 hours of the day and you're consuming food within those 8 hours. Now, in those 16 hours, you don't want to consume anything that raises your blood sugar, and I will make a video a little bit more in depth on intermittent fasting and what you consume another time. For the sake of today's video, I'm going to talk about my 5 tips that I want you guys to take from here if you experience yourself, as well if you do experience it, and I'm going to go over these right now. So we're going to start off with reducing hunger. Now, when you do a long period of fast, like 16 hours, people would think that they're actually more hungry. But believe it or not, a lot of people that have done fasting have experienced the same thing, including myself, is your hunger actually goes down. Now let's say you've been eating your 5, 6, 7 meals a day, or you've been snacking in between meals. You're actually more hungry because you've trained your brain to eat so many times throughout the day. You're not actually hungry. It's that you're always consuming something and your brain is almost like, okay, ghrelin, which is the hormone I'll get into, and you just feel hungry all the time. It's not actually hunger, it's the hormone ghrelin. Now, these hormones, we have a hormone called ghrelin, which actually is the hunger hormone. So when you feel hungry, it's ghrelin being released, and then we have the other hormone called leptin. That's actually what makes you feel full or satiated. Now, what you're doing is our brain is releasing ghrelin because it thinks that you're going to eat at this time. If you're eating at 8, then 9 o'clock at the office you're having a snack, and then you're eating at 12, and 12:45 you're having a coffee filled with sugar and another snack, and then you're eating at 3, and the list goes on. You're getting these signals from ghrelin to be like, hey guys, let's eat. When you do fasting, it's actually the exact opposite. I've noticed this, and many other people have noticed this, is that instead of, let's say, eating at 8 in the morning, you fast till 12 p.m. or even 2 p.m. The first couple days, yes, you will be hungry because your brain is still signaled, hey buddy, you're not feeding me. I'm supposed to be eating at 8:30 or 9 in the morning, you're not doing it. What happens is as the day goes by, and you do this for a day or a couple days or a week, you'll notice that 9, 10, 11, you're no longer hungry. Once you then break your fast at 12 and you do this consecutively, that is when ghrelin is actually going to be released. You're no longer going to be hungry those first 4 to 5 hours, which is a huge advantage because now you're actually able to move on, do more things. So the second thing is your mental focus actually goes through the roof and your energy goes up. And from a physiological standpoint, the reason is that we have these things called catecholamines that are being released. These are neurotransmitters that release things like dopamine, which is a good feel hormone, and epinephrine, which is something that gives you energy. These hormones are released the same time as if you were to do something like exercise, and you get that fulfilling feeling of knowing that you finished the exercise. It makes you feel good. It releases endorphins. Well, just by doing a fast and hitting a specific amount of time, that usually past 12 hours, is when you start to get these benefits. To keep it a little bit more basic is, think about this. Like at the beginning, when you're consuming so much food throughout the day, your body's never getting a rest. Your blood sugar is always up and it's never stabilizing. What happens is when it stabilizes, your body is able to do other things and release other hormones, okay? Now these hormones are being released, you get these sense of endorphins and energy, and now your mood is through the roof. So when you go to work, you're no longer tired because you had a coffee with 5 sugars in it and a friggin' banana or muffins, whatever people are eating. And you actually have just much more stable energy and your mood is much better and you're just that much more alive for what you want to do. Now the third and one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people like to do intermittent fasting, and honestly the burning fat to me is just a bonus because of all the other amazing things. But yes, intermittent fasting will help you lose more weight. Now it doesn't directly make you just drastically lose more fat. It's because of the things I'm going to talk about. Now, if you're obviously consuming or you're having less meals throughout the day, for the most part, if you're obviously not binging eating a pizza, you're going to eat less food. You're going to eat less calories. And calories is basically what matters when it comes to losing weight. It's plain and simple. If you're eating less meals throughout the day, that's going to be less calories, which then translates into your fat loss. On top of that, your insulin, okay, insulin is always being released. Insulin is the hormone that whenever you eat food or anything high in sugar, insulin is released to bring that sugar down. Now, like we were saying earlier, now that insulin is actually decreased, it's not being released for 16 hours, your body is actually able to increase a hormone called growth hormone. Now, growth hormone is a hormone that helps you decrease body fat, it helps with your skin, it helps your metabolism, and it's got a whole bunch of array of amazing functions. Now, these are other things that aid with the less calories. Those are just other benefits within your body. Your insulin gets a little bit of a break, okay? And that actually moves on to my next one here, which is called inflammation, okay? The reason that we're so inflamed in this day and age is because we're eating so much processed food. We're always consuming food, so our digestive system is actually inflamed. When we do our fast, we release a blood cell here called, it's a monocyte. So this is released into our blood and actually has been proven to show to decrease inflammation within our body. A lot of people that have arthritis will say that their joints feel better. For me, my skin was better and less inflamed, and it's due to that prolonged fasting. Now think of it again like this, plain and simple. You're not putting food in yourself non-stop. It's only in this day and age where we're by society, basically we're triggered to want to eat all the time. It's because there's food all over the place. We live in a consumerism culture. When you're not consuming all this food, look at all these benefits. Our inflammation goes down because our digestive system relaxes. Insulin goes down, we burn more fat because other hormones are being released that are usually shut down or only released when we sleep. We have increased mental focus and energy. Instead of taking external supplements, you can do all this internally by suppressing or shutting off eating food for a period of time. Now, the last one that I put here that for me is probably one of the most beneficial is that honestly, I'm not worried about food anymore. When I get up, I don't have to have this huge breakfast that just sets up my day. Like, majority of people are going to work, eating a muffin or oats or whatever the heck you're eating, even a coffee filled with sugar, it's just not going to do you any good. Your productivity is going to go down because your mental energy and all these other things, your inflammation, goes through the roof. You just don't feel good, okay? A lot of people, including myself, have experienced that. One, you have more time. You literally have more time because you're only eating 8 hours. You now have 16 hours to plan what you want to do with your day. You're going to be more productive because your energy is up, your inflammation is down, so you don't feel like you have a whole bunch of pain, and because your productivity is up, that also reduces fat. Why? Because you actually have the willingness to actually get out there and train and move. If you've noticed, all of these things, they combine with each other synergistically, and they actually help your body become more productive, get things done, and get things done in a much better manner. You'll go to work and you'll notice that everything you're doing, people are looking at you like, how the hell is this guy so alive? Like, what'd you take? And you're just like, I'm literally just fasting. So those are my 5 tips on basically intermittent fasting and all the beautiful improvements that they can do to you. Give me a comment down below. Let me know if any of you have actually experienced with intermittent fasting, the different styles of intermittent fasting. Let me know if you're actually going to try it now and if you've seen any improvements. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to share the video because I'm trying to get this message out to as many people as possible. Please let me know what you guys think and hit that notification bell and subscription because I upload videos Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturday or Sunday. Thanks for watching, guys. There's my last week's video. Check it out and stay tuned until next time. Peace.